The president of the National Marine Manufacturers Association, NMMA, is sounding an alarm, as is the president of the Center for Sportfishing Policy, CSP. He's also speaking out against this, and so are many Americans who find this proposal morally offensive, constitutionally unsound, and a threat to free trade and jobs. Hi everyone, I'm Gardner Goldsmith for MRC-TV. It is the Department of Commerce's, under the auspices of the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, aka NOAA, it's their regulatory proposal, introduced August 1st, 2022, and given just 2 months for civilians to comment, as they often say, that if it is imposed, will, for a 7-month period next year, see the federales enforce a 10-knot speed limit for all private sea vehicles longer than 35 feet traveling within 100 miles of the coast between Florida and northern Massachusetts. Fox News' Douglas Kennedy recently has brought the issue to light for many more Americans. And he reports, quote, the far-reaching regulation would restrict speed to 10 knots or 11.5 miles per hour for all boats over 35 feet for up to 7 months out of the year and up to 100 miles out at sea for most of the East Coast. Kennedy asked representatives of NOAA to appear on camera for one of his video reports, but received only a textual reply about the NOAA so-called justification for its arbitrary threat against boat owners, fishermen, sightseers, boat manufacturers, and even local businesses catering to boaters. According to NOAA, the vast 7-month period of a government-imposed 10-knot speed limit is in the offing to prevent boats from hitting an endangered right whale. Because, of course, the boaters themselves must love hitting them, and they would never try to handle their own concerns while out on open seas. Writes Kennedy about this interplay with the officious and fatuous NOAA tax gormans. Quote, in an email to Fox News, an NOAA spokesman pointed out there are only 350 right whales left in the ocean. The rule is designed to reduce the risk of mortalities from vessel strikes and afford the species a greater opportunity to recover, the statement read. Of course, government can't claim whale population omniscience, and as full of an abundance of concern and caution it appears to be, on the practical day-to-day side of the issue, this NOAA argument is as weak as is its so-called justification under the Constitution. Kennedy points out in one of his video reports on the controversy and a conversation with Congressman Buddy Carter, Republican of Georgia, that there have only been 5 known whale strikes in the past 15 years. In his written piece, Kennedy notes that the information about the strikes comes from the oppressive NOAA itself. Quote, the statement admitted, however, there have been only 5 deadly whale strikes by boats between 35 to 65 feet in length over the last 15 years. Boats over 65 feet are already subject to a speed restriction. The NOAA observation appears to include data from all across the world. And what will their ingenious answer to this near-nil problem likely produce? Well, economic tumult, hardship, and loss. The head of the National Marine Manufacturers Association is clear about the absurdity and the dark portents for private entrepreneurs on and off the sea.
One whale death in 15 years does not justify transforming the outdoor recreation economy of 11 states. A question of such deep economic, societal, political significance should only be addressed by Congress. And make no mistake, NOAA's proposal will have broad economic consequences because the rule lacks serious impact analysis on the marine economy.
And Jeff Angers, the head of the Center for Sportfishing Policy, states, quote, it's stupid. It's not what government is supposed to do. On the safety side, the coming mandate lacks any understanding of how boating on the ocean actually works. For example, Chris Edmondson, the president of the Boat Owners Association of the United States, or Boat US, has been quite outspoken about the danger in which the NOAA imposition will place mariners. Writes Kennedy, quote, Edmondson said most boats can't get on a plane if they are going under 10 knots. A plane is the speed at which the bow of the boat lowers in order to cut through oncoming waves. The boats are designed to ride on top of the waves, he said. This is going to make them wallow in the waves, up and down, side to side, pitching, he explained. It's going to be hard to maintain control. You can take waves over the side. But just as it was in the old Soviet Union, the bureaucrats in the offices of the Central Authority seem oblivious to both the dangers and the immorality of their edicts. Kennedy adds that Edmondson also is trying to sound the alarm for those who might try to operate larger boats under this NOAA imposition. Quote, he said larger boats are especially at risk going through channels near shore. They can't maintain steerage at 10 knots, he added. If you're going that speed, you're going to run aground. And what does the NOAA imposition portend for others in the multitude of jobs along the East Coast? Thompson also predicts the rule will cripple port traffic. The port will be closed any day it's rough or windy, and not just this port, all the ports on the East Coast, he said. He pointed out there has never been a confirmed whale strike in a federal channel. This is the government just getting involved where they don't need to be, he said. And those are just a few of the dark practical dimensions, a few of those who will be harmed. The ocean-connected market is so vast, a single person or a single office would be unable to grasp its scale and nuances. But in every state targeted, at every town, along every mile of the coastline, real people are in the NOAA crosshairs. Thank you for watching, one and all. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for finding us at Rumble if you have come here where they don't censor us. Yes, our videos are still on YouTube where they do censor us. Please like and subscribe at both and share the videos far and wide. Hitting the like button helps us in the algorithms on both sites, and of course, we love to get the word out to more people. And please invite people to join us at MRCTV.org, MRCTV.org, where the whole team's work can be seen. And of course, you can find some great items at the MRC Store and contribute to the Media Research Center. You can also find us on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok, and on Instagram. And on Gab, I am at Gardner Goldsmith, and on Twitter, I'm at Gard Goldsmith. For MRC TV, thank you so much for watching. I'm Gardner Goldsmith.